civilization, right? So these are the things that we are going to discuss under this lesson. First, we'll see the overview and the origin, the various theories regarding the origin of Indus Valley civilization, the crafts that they were practiced declination. So this Indus Valley civilization got developed in the Bronze Age, right? And it mostly developed in the northwestern part of the Indian subcontinent, covering the Punjab, Haryana, and the Pakistan wala portion, right? Then it was first excavated by the Dayaram Sahani, who started excavation at the Harappa around 1920. That's how this civilization got it a name called Harappan civilization, because this was the first site which was discovered in 1921. Okay, so far nearly 1500 sites have been discovered. Okay, and this was the most extensive civilization that existed during that particular time. Okay, so its contemporary civilization like the Egyptian and the Mesopotamian civilization were quite smaller than this IBC. Okay, so it has three phases: earlier, mature, and late Harappan. We'll be focusing on the mature Harappan phase. Talking of the origin of this Indus Valley civilization, there are various theories. The first one is the advent of Aryans. Like these Aryans were the one who were the makers of this civilization. Okay, so it has been believed by few historians that these Aryans used to preoccupy these places. There's a place called Bhagwanpura in Haryana, wherein you find the evidences of both Vedic age and these IVC. It has been believed that these were the Vedic Aryans only who got evolved with the passage of time, and the bigger settlement resulted into the urban culture, and that's how this IVC get into existence, right? Then there's the other theory called Mesopotamian origin, wherein it is believed that a few immigrants from the Sumeria, which was a part in Mesopotamian civilization, they came to Indian subcontinent, and they already had this knowledge of urban life. So they helped in establishing this Indus Valley civilization. Then there is another theory called the gradual evolution, which says that the IVC is uh, the outcome of a very long process that have existed for thousands of years. Okay, so this is the indigenous civilization that has been mentioned in this, and it has taken place since a very long period of time. Talking of the extent of civilization, so these points you need to remember from the exam points of view. Okay, so the northernmost site that belongs to IBC is the Manda, which is in Jammu. Okay, the southernmost site is Malwan in the Surat district, the Gujarat area, right? And talking of the easternmost site, it is in UP, and the site is Alamgirpur. And there's this isolated site called Shortugai in Afghanistan. So it has been believed that this site must be a trade post used by these Harappan people. Right? Let's discuss the important sites that belong to the Harappan civilization. The first one we have Harappa. So this is the city which is situated on the bank of Ravi River. Okay, so it is fortified. This Harappan towns or the IBC towns are basically divided into two categories: the upper town, which is the fortified one, and the lower town, which was occupied by the common people. Okay, so the Harappan was the fortified town, and we have found two rows of 6 granaries as I've depicted in this picture. These are the remains of this granary, right? They must be using it to store the surplus food grains. Then we have found the mother goddess figurines in a very large number from this particular place. And then we have also found this vanity case, which shows that these Harappan people have a trade contact with the outside world. The another important site is Mohenjo-daro. It is in Sindh, Pakistan only, and it is also fortified, and we have found a number of structures from this particular place. For example, the Great Bath. Okay, I've shown this in this picture, and it has its staircase like thing or the steps which leads to the south face, and it might be used for some kind of ritualistic bathing. Okay, then we have found a great granary from the Mohenjo-daro. Similarly, they must be using it for storing grains. Okay, then we have found a bronze sculpture of a dancing girl. This is here. Okay, then we've also found a bearded priest. Okay, the head of this bearded priest, and then we have found a Pashupati seal, which is resembled with the proto Shiva, and in this this yogi is sitting in a yogic position surrounded by various animals. So it has been concluded or interpreted that this yogi was basically proto Shiva. The another important site is the Lothal, which is in Gujarat. So the important thing that we have found here is first is the dockyard. So we have this dockyard here. So this must be a important trading city or the port city of this Harappan civilization. Okay, and this Lothal is also known as the Manchester of IVC because of the textile advancement or the textile industries that it had. Okay, then we have found the remains of fire altars from this place, must be used for some ritualistic ceremonies. Then we have also found the remains of this rice husk. See, this IVC people were not growing rice. Okay, so the evidence of this rice husk in this particular city, it shows that this must be some kind of trade going on, and they must be importing this rice from somewhere else, right? Then we have another important city called Kalibangan. It is in Rajasthan. Okay, why this is called Kalibangan? Because we have found a cluster or a group of black bangles on the surface of mounds. Okay, so we have found a lot of black bangles here. That's how this place came to be known as the Kalibangan. Then we have also found these fire altars. These are great in number. Similarly, as we have already mentioned, these must be used for the some sort of ritualistic sacrifices or practices. Then we have found plowed field. So in this place, the people were practicing agriculture, and the agriculture implements have also been found like this furrows. Then another important thing or the unique feature that this place has is both citadel complex and the lower town was fortified. So both the upper town and the lower town were fortified. Usually the upper town was fortified while the lower town was not. But here we found that both of the cities or both of the parts were fortified. Then we have found this another important site, Chanudaro, where there is no fortification at all, right? And this is an important city of craft activity because we have found a lot of craft centers or craft industries. Like we have found a bead factory here. People were making beads to make ornaments. Okay, then we have also found the remain of these lipstick. So people of this particular place were using lipstick. Okay. Then the another important place is this Banabali. It's in Haryana. So here also we found these fire altars, and there is the evidence of all the three phases, that is the early, mature and the late Harappan phase. So we have found evidences of all these phases here, and the important or the unique feature that this place had was the plan of this city. Okay, mostly the city plan was rectangular. Okay, but this city plan was semi-elliptical, right? And it has a radial streets. Then we have found a terracotta plough from this place. Okay. The next we have Dholavira. So Dholavira, this is also in Gujarat, and here we found the presence of middle town. Okay, so there were three towns here: the citadel, the middle town, and the lower town, right? Then we have also found this stadium. So Dholavira had this stadium kind of thing, and then this is also famous for these stone pillars. Okay, these stone pillars were finely polished. Okay, Then the water management system was very developed. Okay, we have found 16 interconnected reservoirs. These people must be using it for rainwater harvesting. Okay, so you can understand that these important sites holds a lot of importance because we do not have any literary sources based on which we can conclude about the Indus Valley sites, right, or Indus Valley civilization.